They called her the White Mouse, a woman so impossible to capture that the Nazis placed a 5 million franc bounty on her head. She wasn't a soldier at first. She was a traveler, a journalist, an ordinary woman. But when the world fell into war, she transformed into something far more dangerous, a one-woman army who turned fear into a weapon. Australia, 1930s. Nancy Wake was not born into war, she was born into motion. Raised in Sydney, she grew up strong, direct, fiercely independent. But she didn't yet know that destiny would push her into one of the deadliest roles any woman had ever taken. In her early 20s, she traveled the world as a journalist. This was before World War II, when Europe was still pretending life was normal. But one day in Vienna, she watched a group of Nazi soldiers beat a Jewish man on the street. The brutality, the arrogance, it carved a permanent mark inside her. She vowed quietly, "If ever I have the chance, I will fight them." That chance came sooner than she imagined. Nancy married a wealthy French businessman, Henri Fioca, and settled in Marseille. Life seemed peaceful until German tanks rolled across Europe. France fell rapidly, and the Nazis occupied the streets she once walked freely. But Nancy Wake wasn't the type to bow her head. While others hid, she became a leading figure in the French resistance. Her home turned into a secret meeting spot. She smuggled messages, money, documents, and later, entire groups of Allied soldiers. She forged passports, arranged escapes, bribed guards, and led refugees through mountain passes into Spain. Every mission came with death at its shoulder. But Nancy Wake discovered something shocking about herself. She didn't fear danger. She thrived in it. Her courage became so effective, the Nazis gave her a nickname, La Souris Blanche, the White Mouse, because she slipped through their fingers every single time. Word spread across Nazi headquarters. There was a woman, an Australian woman, who was dismantling their plans one operation at a time. They interrogated locals, raided houses, and checked border stations. Every time they thought they had her, she disappeared like smoke. Her legend grew, her threat level rose. Soon, the Gestapo placed a massive bounty on her head, so large many villagers didn't believe the number was real. But Nancy didn't stop. She didn't even slow down. If anything, she pushed harder. One night, she discovered that the Nazis were closing in fast. Someone had leaked information. If she stayed, she'd not only be killed, her entire network would collapse. She fled through the Pyrenees, racing across mountains on foot, freezing cold, exhausted, haunted by patrols. At one point, she collapsed from fatigue, but a resistance guide pulled her up and told her, "If you stop, you die." Step by step, she reached Spain, then Britain, where she demanded to join the war officially. She didn't want safety, she wanted revenge. Federal officers underestimated her. She looked delicate, elegant, soft-spoken, but when she entered the elite SOE, Special Operations Executive, the British realized they had misjudged her completely. She excelled in hand-to-hand combat, explosives, sabotage, navigation, firearms, silent killing, interrogation resistance. Her instructors said she was one of the most naturally talented recruits they ever had. During target practice, she shot so accurately that one officer asked, "Where did you learn to shoot like that?" She smiled. "I grew up in Australia, 1944. Nancy Wake parachuted into occupied France with one mission: to mobilize train and help lead thousands of resistance fighters before the Allied invasion. The parachute twisted on descent and left her hanging in a tree. When the men below saw her, they joked. She replied, "Do you boys mind helping me down? I don't normally hang around like this." Within weeks, she had become a key commander of the Makai, the French guerrilla fighters. She organized supply drops, coordinated sabotage on German trains, cut communication lines, destroyed bridges, and led strategic ambush. Her leadership turned scattered fighters into a deadly force. One of her most unbelievable feats occurred when communication systems broke down. A code operator needed new batteries, but they were miles away, deep inside Nazi-controlled territory. No one volunteered. Nancy Wake took the bicycle. She pedaled for hours, pushing past exhaustion, gunfire, and roadblocks. She cycled nearly 300 kilometers in one of the most intense missions of the entire French resistance. The batteries she delivered brought back radio communications, allowing Allied planes to drop supplies to thousands of fighters. Historians credit this single act as a major turning point in resistance operations. By now, Nancy Wake was more than a spy, more than a leader. She was a battlefield all by herself. During one ambush, her group ran out of anti-tank weapons. A German convoy approached. She grabbed a machine gun and opened fire, forcing the convoy to retreat. During another operation, a resistance fighter hesitated to kill a German sentry. Nancy Wake didn't hesitate. She leaped forward, eliminated the guard, and told the man, "If you can't kill, you can't fight." Her fighters both respected her and feared her. She was tough, fearless, fiercely loyal, and completely unstoppable. After the liberation of France, Nancy rushed to Marseille to find her husband. But she was greeted with devastating news. Henry Fiocca had refused to reveal her location despite brutal torture. He died protecting her. For years, Nancy struggled with the grief. She blamed herself, believing he would still be alive if she hadn't joined the resistance. But those who knew Henry said he was proud of her courage. Nancy Wake received the United States Medal of Freedom, the British George Medal, the French Croix de Guerre, and multiple other honors. But she never bragged. When asked how she survived, she simply replied, "I hate the Nazis. That's all." She lived to 98, sharp, witty, and fiery as ever. Her legacy remains unmatched, a woman who became a weapon, a symbol of courage, and an icon of resistance.